Thanks for that, Rich. And more breaking news at this hour. A man is shot and killed outside of a Westside apartment complex. And just within the past hour, a lockdown at a high school nearby near that crime scene has been lifted. Let's turn things over now to Zach Wilcox. He's on your side sorting out the details. Zach, what were you able to gather on scene?
Yeah, Keith, we know the man was shot and killed inside of his apartment here at 122 West, and that witnesses heard the gunshots early this morning. They saw a couple of guys run down Firestone Road, and really what I got to drive home for you is you can see the apartment complex, crime scene tape, all the cruisers on one side here, and just how close Westside High School is to all this. I mean, right across the street. So the school went into lockdown shortly after the call came in, and they just lifted the lockdown at around 10:30. We could actually hear it over the intercom. So that's the better part of 3 hours that kids were having to figure out what was going on, scared, not knowing what was involving on the campus here. But we did find out from a sergeant that they don't believe Westside High had anything to do with this shooting across the street. They did put it in lockdown as that's policy, and they also wanted to do a sweep of the campus just to make sure that there weren't any guns ditched here because they didn't find any guns after the shooting. So we also talked with that sergeant about what this investigation looks like going forward.
This is across the street from one of the high schools. They were able to help try to detain some of the people in the area that heard gunfire, and investigators are currently speaking with them. We're pulling video from the school just to see, but at this point right now we have nothing involved with the school for this incident.
And we actually, when we pulled up, talked with a student who was right about here on the sidewalk here. He mentioned he'd walked to school, found out about the lockdown, heard the gunshots on his walk to school. And so he mentioned, just how shocking it is and that he feels like school should be a place where students feel safe. On the west side, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.